Okay, as promised, today we will decide who is doing what with the presentation. Let me go over the presentation before all of y'all shout what you want to do, because I'm sure it'll be a great shouting match. Yes? Yes? All right. So the idea is 1 week from today. Why does it say February 19th when I just changed it to March 3rd? I will be so happy when we're done with Scrum Do. I will be. Oh my. Okay, there we go. You are to create a presentation from one of the components in the single cycle processor section. You must clear your selection with me. Hopefully everyone here can go and shout, and we'll have a giant match, and maybe we'll duke it out to who does what. I think that'll be pretty fun, right? Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock,
I think rock, paper.
Do you like rock, paper, scissors?
If someone could test and two people say it at the same time, but if anyone says it before somebody else.
Well, we'll have to actually do rock, paper, scissors, lizard spot, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I should have worn that shirt today.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. First off, why is the component important? Hopefully that'll be pretty obvious when you look over here and you're like, where does my component fit in the processor that we have, or that has been designed for you? Where does the component fit? Why is that important? What instructions does that support? Ooh, that's a good one too. Let's write that in there. What instructions does it support? Some of them, maybe all. Now we'll get rid of it and say your component. That way I'm explicit. Overview of the implementation. Don't show us the code of the implementation, because obviously that's an assignment and I don't want you to tell or give away that, but definitely give away some test cases that you wrote for your program. But you should go over it. You can draw an architecture diagram if you want to, but maybe a high-level pseudocode would make sense as well. Go over some issues you found while implementing them. So far this section I have never had problems getting material from the students. Y'all seem to be good about complaining about the issues in your implementation, so good job. Thanks. 4A, if you use structural data flow, calculate and show the gate delay. If you use behavioral style, tell why your component is not implemented with structural data flow style. Definitely Google why that's the case. When we went over each individual piece, I told you by default you're using a structural mode, unless I explicitly say you can use behavioral, so that was with the memory and the register file and the control ROM. All right, in-class students shall present on March 3rd. Online students may present on March 3rd in class or send a YouTube link to your presentation before class. That way we can all have a wonderful time sitting down and looking at presentations, right? Right, Perry?
Right.
Right.
Getting some ideas.
Getting some ideas?
Yeah, like if I send in a video, but I'm sitting right here, make it interactive with myself. Anyways.
I actually like that idea.
I already spoiled too much. So.
Well, that way you can ask the question to the audience, and then you can answer.
It.
I like
That's
it.
Smart.
I like it.
I like it.
Now you have to do that.
I'm gonna get on it right
Yeah.
now. Right after this class, right on it.
Right on. Sounds great. Okay.
Now you're gonna procrastinate. Like, you know.
All right, so real quickly, some of the components. Remember, you have your muxes, and that's going to be all these different muxes right here, and that one over there. You do have your adders, as well as the the ALU, data memory, the control ROM. There's the decoder and a sign extender, and I think that's it. Let's see. We got muxes, decoder, full adder, replicatory adder, equals. Ooh, equals. Someone has to actually talk about the equals operation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Equal, sign extender, data memory, and control ROM, and then the ALU, which puts it all together. All right. By the way, if you do the memory and instruction memory, you do need to talk about loading from a file that hold read memh. So make sure you present about how that works. Okay. So who wants to do what?
Sign extender.
Replicatory adder.
Equal adder.
An easy one.
I get a mug.
With how
Try to
many
keep
people?
saying it.
Right, so hold on. There's 30 people in here.
And there's
We should put our
less than
names
10.
in a random generator and then
Okay, no.
Actually, I got a better idea because this is already way too complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9.
It's sideways. Yeah, I can't see it.
Do I hear group projects?
Ooh,
No, this is
there
too
you
weak.
go.
No, I don't like
No.
your projects.
Unfortunately, yes, we have to because of the size of the class.
Oh,
No.
Everybody just gets to say a word in the presentation. By the time you make it
Hi,
around,
my name's Emily. That's all I know.
So you can perfectly
You can
see
break
that,
it
right?
up. So you'll be like, this is the
So can we
podcast.
choose what we
No,
want
that's
to do?
boring.
Yes.
What? You were chosen?
All right. So I don't even know how to best do this.
Are we actually doing?
So y'all heard me talk about yourselves. Who's going to do what? You have to do group projects, so 3 or 4. No more than 4 each. There we go. Or you can do 2. I'll let y'all, we're going to use class time. You get 5 minutes to figure it out. No, you got, I'm giving y'all 5 minutes. Go and talk.
you already got it right.
Then that's good.
So I'm just gonna call dibs.
He said 4. He said all right, group 4. Holland, Emily, me, Jordan, sign extender. We are the loudest, proudest, and we're first. That's all that matters.
We have claims.
We have claim.
We claim it.
So that's what? Perry,
Perry, Jordan,
Jordan. I can only think of sad face. Holland,
Emily.
Emily.
PJ Heat.
PJ here. All right, go ahead.
PJ.
By the way, this is not set in stone. If you want to kick someone else, go right ahead. I don't remember your names. It's Brian, Matt, and Chris. BMC. Oh, that sounds kind of weird. I said 5 minutes and I totally lied. Go ahead. We'll do Jeffrey. Which one? Oh, the decoder. All right, great. I'm totally ignoring. I know. You can kick them out. We can have a fight.
You guys came up to me like I didn't want it.
We're in the same group.
This is way too much work. I don't even know the best way to do this. Go ahead, Sam.
This is chaos and I like it.
The muxes. All right.
Yeah.
Me and Xavier would like to do equals.
Yes? Yeah, decoder, right? Yeah. Oh, I got you down. Cheryl. S. Yes, you're the S. You said Cheryl, so I'm going with that one.
Me and Xavier would like to do equals.
Hold on. I'll go. What's that? All right. We're going to do Amber and all. You can fight them. You can fight
I
them.
don't fight. I want to
Which one? Oh, which one? Equal. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. I can.
Chaos. I love it.
It's just all add stuff together.
I think there's.
Quickly.
Aliu.
Oh, you beat him.
I
I only know your name is
Whoever you guys
Kristen.
I don't know his name.
I only know your other name. Your online name.
Oh, yeah.
Your GitHub
Yeah,
name.
see? Whatever, man.
I can't remember. So y'all 4 together?
Sure.
All right. Let's see, whose name will I choose? Oh, whose name will I choose? Because I can never remember your name.
Can you remember my name?
I'll go with Mickey.
Emily. Mickey Mouse Club.
Which one do you want to do? Control room? Okay. And that is, wow,
Can you remember her
Sam,
name?
Holland.
Oh, you're not.
All right, did I not get anyone? Oh, Whitney.
What about me?
Wait,
I feel like
why is there Sam twice?
Isn't, oh.
Yeah, Sam is here twice. He
All right.
can.
Who's on this one? It's you, Cody. All right, so I don't remember anyone's name. All right. Yeah, there are 2 Codys. Okay, so that's Sam. Wait, you, Sam.
No, this is that. This is.
Yeah, that's wait, then who's doing the? Wait, why is Amber down here?
Yeah.
That's, So we got Cameron and Cody, right?
Same.
And Sam. And who's Sam up here?
Just write real. Write the real Sam and Keith.
Now I know exactly. Oh, you're not on this one?
You gotta write Fire Camper.
Oh, okay.
His name's gotta be Fire Camper.
The real Sammy T. And then who's on the other one?
Trevor and me.
Trevor and
Me. Ryan.
thank you.
Leave it. I like it. I'll put
I'm gonna ask for Cheryl.
this guy too. Ryan.
All right, so Brian, Matt, and Chris. And we got PHC. Who was that one? Harry, Pyro, Camper. Jay was, which one was Jay? Jordan. Colin, and Emily. All right, and then we have. Wait, we have two. Who did the control wrong? Because it wasn't Cody. Oh, that Cody. Wait, which one are you? Which Cody? Which person are you?
I'm the second Cody.
Yeah, but which Cody? You're the other Cody. But who are you then? But you're Cody. School? So wait, there's not three Codys. No, there's two Codys.
How are you confused?
Okay.
Yeah, they're just personal knowledge.
No.
Nobody cares about the person online.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you to spell your last name.
Yeah, that's why I say school. I mean, that's right without a
You did.
And what was they doing, Cody? I'm trying not to say Sam. I was trying like Sam, not yeah, and then Brian.
There's Sam's not in it.
All right, who else is on the control ROM?
Online.
No one. Okay, good. And then we got. All right, you're all going to tell me your names because I forgot them all.
All right, Derek.
Derek.
Jacob.
Jacob. Not Blake. That guy. I know who that is.
You can add Haley's equals.
Who, Haley or?
Thing, yeah.
Oh, Haley. Is that how you spell her name?
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks, guys. All right. Hey, no one did instruction or data memory. That's hilarious. That one's actually the easiest. Okay, no, actually, side extender's the easiest.
No, muxes are pretty easy.
I would say the data memory and structure memory is easier than the muxes, but
I don't know.
oh, Burren. Wow.
That's pretty easy. That sounds like a name for.
All right. Did I miss anyone? Are you on this, Whitney? Oh. Well, you can join any three-person one or start your own. That's what you get.
You can load more it on Gathering.
For 300, Alex.
This will be interesting. You may get some online students talk to you. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. By the way, why are you over there all by yourself? What happened? Okay, good.
I don't like people.
You're done dealing with people? Oh.
I'm only here because the Alex right there.
All right, am I missing anyone else? I think I got everyone.
That guy.
That guy. I know exactly who that guy is. What's funny, when I go to grade, I'm like, oh yeah, that's his name.
That guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
If you're not looking at him, you forget he exists.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Amber.
So what all do you want in the presentation, like a slide presentation and like to talk a little bit?
Sure, memes. Here are the things I want. Number one, well, here you go. Your presentation shall include the following. Why is it component important one instructions does your component support. So make sure you have at least one slide on that. Each of these can have, you need at least one, preferably multiple of them, unless it's pretty easy to explain. Overview of the implementation, don't show code, and some test cases. You can show your test cases if you want to, but yeah, make sure you tell me how that you tested it so you can prove that you understand how it works. And what was it, some issues you found while implementing it? You're going to have some issues, even on the sign extender. Yeah. 4 people on the sign extender.
We will make this super complicated, so no one will understand it except us.
Yes, I can do that. I can do
Okay.
that.
We're gonna put it under your microscope so you know fully how this works.
I will break it and then we can put it back.
Good.
I'll just break it.
Also, if you do it structural or data flow,
I'll take a look, but I think
you are doing,
I'll get some of
which one are you doing?
No, I did address, so I can get.
Ripple carrot, so you're doing structural. Yeah. Probably should include architecture diagram of how it all put together.
My LU from last year, I
And-
had to change the name.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you can do your whole presentation with pictures and no words, that's the best. And code.
So
Challenge accepted.
We'll just have the words be turned on.
Right. Yes. Okay. Any other questions, comments, screams? Oh man, that was good. All right, so let me save this card. By the way, guys, let me show you what's coming down the pipe.
Midterms.
Can you stop?
We're not. Do you want to do your midterm before or after spring break?
after.
Oh, well, there's a choice. After.
All right, good. Then we won't do it before.
What? I'm going to kill you.
You said do it after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we won't do it
Oh,
before.
I heard that we.
Oh.
Then we will do it before.
I heard
No.
that too.
I was like, what?
I'm going to do the exact opposite of everybody else wants.
That's what I heard.
All right, just so you know, here's the single cycle processor. There's 5 of them. Notice it's 5 point, 13 points, 8, 3, and 8. Warning. These 3 through 5, you need to have load word working before you can get these guys working. So this 13-point card, I've broken it down as much as I can. I cannot break it down anymore. But it's still 13 points because you're going to be putting together the vast majority of your processor in order to get load word to work. But you can't really test anything else until you get load word working. In this case, load word is move L, so I will change that. That's what's coming down the pipe. We will talk a little bit more about that probably on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday. But before I go any further, and that's important to know while you're doing a component presentation because you want to help out your fellow students and how they can, implement this with their other instructions and piece it all together. Please help one another out. I've tried to explain all these things in different ways, but as I've learned, we always have students that have issues. I'm not going to look at any student while I said that. All right, back to the screen. Okay. Any other questions? No questions? All right.